What's up everybody, this is Dirt Bike Channel. I'm your host Kyle Brothersen, and today it's time for another product review. We're gonna review the Zoleo GPS communicator right now, stick around. So if you've been around for very long, you know that I don't bring products to you that I don't like. And you also know that I try to pay full price for everything, and this is no exception. This is a GPS communicator, a Zoleo device that I paid full price for, and I paid full price for this. I think they're 200 bucks. I paid full price back in March of this year, 2021, and I've been using it on every ride since that time. So I've got quite a bit of time with this thing, and I like it enough, in fact, to do a review and to show it to you here. This is something that I think that most of us, in fact, I think that every riding group should have one of these. This is a way that you can communicate to loved ones and to emergency services, and you can do it over the Iridium satellite network. Now, I have another one of these. I have another device. I reviewed it a couple of years ago. It was the Garmin InReach, and I still have that. But I like this thing better. I'm already carrying a smartphone anyway, and the Zoleo device is something you pay for the device, and then you pay for a service on top of that, a subscription. And then the device connects to your phone, and now I've got satellite communication, and I've got emergency responder two-way communication from my phone. And I've got it on, I'm gonna have my phone with me anyway, so I'm either sending a text message to my wife through just regular, text messages, or I can send it through the app that is connected to Zoleo. I'm gonna show that to you in a bit, but this is actually really seamless. And it works, in my opinion, it's better than the other solution that I had with the Garmin, because this is a smaller form factor. Look at this. This thing is actually smaller. You can see that. It's actually smaller than my phone. This is an iPhone 11 Pro. It's not like the Pro Max or anything. It's just an iPhone 11, I believe, iPhone 11 Pro. And you can see how much smaller it is than the iPhone 11. So this is easy. I just put this on, or I turn this on, and then I put it in my riding pack. And it connects via Bluetooth, so I'll put my phone on airplane mode, and but leaving Bluetooth connection. And then I have all the functionality that this Zoleo can do. I can check in with my wife. I can check in with other contacts. I can contact emergency responders. And it's only sending it over the satellite network if I don't have cell service on my phone. So it's really quite cool. It also keeps your text message history, say with your wife or your riding buddies, it keeps it here in the app. So I got a couple different contacts in here, but mostly I just use it to keep in touch with my wife. Now, I haven't yet had to do an SOS call on this. I've done an SOS call before, one time on my Garmin. I haven't done an SOS call on the Zoleo, but you can do it either here right on the device. There's a little window thing, a little door that you can open and push that, or you can do it through the app. You can also do a check-in here just by pushing one button here, and you can check in with your wife. And those are the only buttons that you have externally on the Zoleo. It charges via micro USB, as you can see here. I'll probably roll in shots of this stuff. I definitely will. But I just use all the functionality from the app itself. So if I get, if it's been a couple hours and I haven't checked in, I'll pull out my phone, maybe I'm taking a picture, and I'll just boom, hit a check-in right there on my phone, and it sends a text message and an email to my wife, and she knows exactly where I'm at. So let's dive into some of the other features and maybe some of the other things that you're curious about this device. Full disclosure, again, I paid full price for this thing, and I have zero connection and zero affiliation with Zoleo. If you want to purchase this thing, I have links down in the video description, which would actually help me. But other than that, this is completely no strings attached. They haven't told me what to say. They have no idea that I'm doing this video, but I'm doing it anyway. I took some notes about the Zoleo before I hit record here. So I'm paying 20 bucks a month. The 20 bucks a month is the lowest tier subscription plan. And for me, honestly, 20 bucks a month is pretty good insurance to be able to communicate with my wife or contact emergency services anywhere, anytime, anywhere on the globe. So I'm actually fine with that. It's actually a little bit less than I paid with Garmin. They have 3 different tiers that you can choose from. The one I'm on is $20 a month. There's no contracts. It gives me 25 satellite messages each, and then if I went over that, the satellite messages come at 50 cents a piece, which isn't a big deal. They send you an email or a text message through the device telling you if you're about halfway through your messages, so that's kind of nice to know. You get unlimited SOS alerts. Hopefully you don't need unlimited SOS alerts in a month, but it's the GEOS GEOS, SOS monitoring. It goes off the Iridium satellite network. The app works really well. It's super easy to use. As we mentioned, I check in. You can specify 5 different check-in contacts, up to 5 different people, and they can receive those check-in updates, and they get your location, and then they get on mine, I just say I'm okay and it says my location, and I can send, it's an email and an SMS to my wife. That's the only person I have set in there, but you could put some riding buddies. You also get to set up the SOS contacts. These are like, okay, I'm in trouble. And I have got my dad and my wife on there, my wife and my dad on there. They'd be contacted by the emergency responders as I understand it. But yeah, I turn on the Zoleo, I throw it in my backpack, and then I do everything else from the actual device. It even has a Find My Device feature in the app, so if you've got the Zoleo turned on and it's somewhere around you, you can just go in the app and say, Find My Zoleo. And those are the main things with this. It's obviously got the little carabiner on here. I really like this thing. I think that everyone should have one of these in their group. I'm not saying that every single person needs to have one of these. I carry one because a lot of times I'm riding alone, and even if I'm not riding alone, I want to be able to check in with loved ones, and that gives me a really great way to do it. And it just works for me better than the Garmin InReach did. Pros and cons. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a GPS communicator, this is a really, really good one. Hey, if you want to support Dirt Bike Channel, one of the best ways you can do it is use my links to Rocky Mountain ATV. They're down in the video description. And also, if you're watching this in the month of August 2021, you can win the awesome 2021 KTM 250 XEW TPI that I'm giving away. It's sitting right over there. It is cherry. I have not ridden it. And also, the winner is going to come to Utah. I'm going to put you up in a hotel and we're going to go riding. It's going to be awesome. I'm paying for your flight, paying for everything. No purchase is necessary. Go to my website, dirtbikechannel.com, to get entered for that, but you only have until the month of August, so stay tuned for that. If you missed that and it's past August when you're seeing this video, I typically do these sweepstakes fairly regularly. Go to my website, dirtbikechannel.com, to see if I'm doing one right now. So that's my highlight and review of this thing. Hopefully I've been able to show you some images of this thing and roll in some B-roll of kind of what the app looks like a little bit while I've been rambling on here. But again, this is something that I really like. I don't show you, most of the stuff that I try never makes it to the channel. I buy stuff, I play with it, I use it, and then I'm like, this doesn't move the needle for me, so I'm not gonna show it. But this is something that I think is quality, it is nice, and I've been using it now for however many months, 4 or 5 months. And it's worked for me. This has never not worked for me. So pretty good product. Check it out. Zoleo. I've got the links down in the description. And until next time, leave a single track. Thanks everybody.
So once I give her a test run, it's either going to be 3rd gear wide open or we might shift to 4th and just go 4th wide open.
When he told me 4th gear wide open, I peed just a little bit. I'm a novice jumper and he's going to have me go 4th gear wide open. We should probably say this is under professional supervision. Don't go 4th gear wide open after you've been on the bike for 1 hour. I'm with AJ, so it's going to be okay.
Yeah.